Good morning, citizens of Walk Hill. My name is Dayami Rodriguez, and I will be your tour guide as we take a blast to the past. Grab your gray jackets and NHS t-shirts as we will be serving up the main meal of the revolution in New York. While exploring the 1760s, the people of America were no strangers to a bit of a brawl, as on September 16, 1776, the start of the Battle of Harlem Heights began in the northern part of Manhattan. The American troopers were merely ambushed by the British as they wanted all the land to themselves, specifically Manhattan. Uh, the gory battle lasted for around
2
2
hours
hours.
later.
The British caved in as the Americans, led by Washington himself, won tremendously. This was a deal breaking as it ultimately gave the Americans a moral booster, despite their many losses, like the Battle of Long Island. Here is a prime example of what it felt like. Winning, I mean. Wow, I'm not a dancer, but that trooper sure has some great moves. But anywho, as we move on, the same morality boost declined after the Battle of Fort Washington. On November 16th, just 2 months after the Battle of Harlem Heights, British General William Howe sought revenge after the loss of northern Manhattan, as they teamed up with the Hessians to bring forth Fort Washington down. Eventually they did, as the Americans were outnumbered due to the temporary alliance the British had, as well as warships that they sent through the Hudson River. This has given Washington some major backlash, as we now have our first former president coming out with a response. Well, you heard the old washer, folks. That's all he had left to say. So without further ado, I will see you in the next video. Goodbye. Bye.
Four big guys, and they bust on my eyes. They eat my ass just